Hey guys, welcome to another video by the Main Tutor Zone. So tonight we're talking about lowest common multiple. It's very useful in trying to find the lowest common denominator for complicated fractions. Okay, so we're going to find the lowest common multiple for 12 and 46. So you do this by, you find lowest common multiple by find the prime factorization for both of these numbers. And to do that, you make a factoring tree. Doesn't matter which number you choose. I could have chosen 2 and 6 if I wanted to. It's going to come out the same way. So you factor out, you get 2 times 2 times 3. Okay? And then 46 gives you 1 in doubt, divide by 2 if it's even number. Easiest thing to do. So 46 divided by 2 is 23. Okay. So that gives us 2 times 23. Okay. So the lowest common multiple has to have all of these numbers accounted for in its answer. Okay. So let's start with 46's numbers. We need a 2 and we need a 23. Okay. Now let's look at 12's prime factorization, see what we need. We've already got a 2 in there. We don't have this 2. And we don't have this 3. So when you multiply all that out, it comes to 276. Okay? So the lowest common multiple of 12 and 46 is 276. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try 18 and 42. So let's factor these out really quick. 18, let's do 6 and 3, 2 and 3. So we get 2 times 3 times 3, 42. 1 in doubt, divide by 2. That gives me 21. 21 can go a little farther. 3 and 7. So we need 2 times 3 times 7. So let's see what our lowest common multiple is going to need all these numbers covered. Okay, so let's do it out first. I need a 2. I need a 3. I need another 3. Okay, now let's look over here. I got that 2 covered. I got that 3 covered. I don't got this 7 covered. Okay, when you multiply all that out, you get 126. 126 is the lowest common multiple of 18 and 42. Now, why is this useful? Why is being able to find lowest common multiple really easy, fast? I'm going to show you why. Let's do this. Here, I'll shrink the screen a teeny bit so you can see everything that I did. Okay, so our problem is 5/18 plus 1/42. So by finding the lowest common multiple, we already know what the lowest common denominator is going to be, is 126. Something over 126 plus something over 126. Okay? But how did I get from 18 to 126 and 42 to 126? What we're going to do is we're going to multiply this number by whatever it doesn't have down here. Okay? So 18 had a 2, had a 3, and had a 3. Only thing it didn't have was a 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply. We got to multiply 18 by 7 to get 126. Only thing that it was missing out of this mix. So remember, when you're multiplying, when you're making equivalent fractions, whatever you do at the bottom, you got to do at the top. 7 times 5 is 35. And now let's look at 42. What is 42 missing? So 42 has a 2. 42 has a 3. 42 has a 7. Only thing it's missing is a 3. So we're going to multiply both by 3. 42 times 3 is 126. 1 times 3 is 3. So now we can add. 35 plus 3 is 38. And we can reduce this. When in doubt, don't forget, you can divide by 2 to reduce. So let's divide by 2. So 38 divided by 2, 19. And 126 divided by 2, 63. And 19 is prime, so that's our final answer. This next example problem was actually a homework problem from one of our viewers. So it's 5 68ths plus 7 22nds. So first thing we gotta do is find the lowest common multiple of 68 and 22. So let's do that. 68, again, when in doubt, divide by 2. That's 34. We can divide out again. And that's going to be 17. So 2 times 2 times 17. Okay, now let's do 22. We're going to divide by 2. That's 2 times 11. Easy one. Now let's write out everything down below. We need a 2. We need another 2. And we need 17. Now that 2 is covered. This 11 is not. Okay? And when you do all the math out, you get 748. Okay? So let's go back up to our original problem. So we know it's going to be something over something 748. Okay? So okay? So now we got to figure out how we got from 68 to 748 to 22 to 748. Now remember what we're going to do is we're going to find out what's missing. Okay? So let's do 68 first. 68 has a 2, it has a 2, it has a 17. It doesn't have an 11. Okay? So we had to times 68 by 11 to get 748. So now we're going to times whatever we do to the bottom, do to the top. So we're going to multiply 5 times 11, which is 55. Okay, let's go back down here. Boom, 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 boom. Now let's see what 22 is missing from this. It has a 2. It has an 11, doesn't have a 2, doesn't have a 17. So we're going to multiply it by 2 and 17. Times 2 times 17 times 2 times 17. Okay? So 7 times 2 is 14, times 17 is 238. And 238 plus 55 gets you 293 over 748. And that's your answer. Let me know if you guys have any other problems you want to see done.